Hi, welcome to Diva's Two Cents, where we take complicated matters and we break them down to the masses. Today, I just wanted to take a few minutes to say thank you so much to all of you that took your time out last Saturday and came to see us at the Breaking Through to the New You in Kissimmee, Florida. We had the conference where we were able to do mindset and money with my partner, Margie Dunky Jacobs. She did the mindset and I did the money, and we had a blast. We were able to not only go through all the mindset that you need in order to do better with your money, and then I was able to teach and show the attendees there where some of their tax leaks were in their respective businesses, whether they were individuals or whether they were business owners. They all left with something. So I do want to thank you all. As you know, numbers tell stories. I'm the numbers lady, and it's important for you to understand what your numbers are and what story those numbers tell you. Now, today what I wanted to do also was to take a few minutes for the seniors. Now, if you're not a senior, that's okay. That's okay. I'll have something for you as well. But for the seniors that are either turning 65 or are already 65, in the new big beautiful bill act that I have been discussing several weeks, there's a provision there if you're a senior to take an additional deduction. All right, so that would be $6,000 additional to your standard deduction. And also if you're single. And if you're married, you can leverage that, because then it would be two individuals, $12,000. That would allow you to have a greater deduction. Then you'd have less taxable income, and then you would have more money in your pocket. Now, what I urge you to do is the savings that you have, doesn't matter what you save. What you do with those savings does matter. So put it aside for your continued retirement if need be. And that's how it's not what you make, it's what you save, right? So that's going to help you as a senior. Me as a senior, it's important to me that I help you out, because I know what it is to get up there in age and not really quite understand what is going on with us seniors. I'll give you an example. Everyone knows that I'm on the tax side, a certified tax advisor, but I also own an insurance company. I'm also an insurance broker agent. Now, during the next quarter, during the fourth quarter, you get bombarded with, you need this Medicare plan, you need that Medicare plan. Oh, this one is better than that one. And it is so confusing. But as a fiduciary in the insurance world, it is important that I let you know why some of these agents cannot explain some of the things to you that you need to know. In order for an insurance agent, to be able to sit with you and go through a Medicare plan for a particular company, they need to have you sign something called a scope of an appointment. Yeah, a scope of appointment. So, for example, I'm at a party and I meet two seniors, and one of them tells me, oh, I'm turning 65, or that person over there is going to turn 65. Go talk to them about Medicare. So I can give you generalities about Medicare as an agent or as a broker, but I can't go into the specific plans, individual plans, without following the rules. There are rules for everything. So I could get in a lot of trouble if I don't get that scope of appointment signed by you, and then I have to wait X amount of hours after you sign that before I can actually talk to you about your plan. Now, mind you, I can have you sign it, right? But let's say, for example, I have you sign a scope of appointment that I'm going to talk to you about the Medicare plan for a particular company. I'm not going to mention companies, right? And then I sit down to talk to you about it, and now you want me to talk about a prescription plan. Well, you didn't give me a scope of appointment for prescriptions, for any type of prescriptions or medicine or whatever, right? So therefore, I've got to get your permission. So there are a lot of rules to protect the seniors. As a senior, I'm telling you, it just kills me when I sit down with a client and they tell me, well, the agent last year, I used to have X company's plan, and then I switched to A company plan, and now I lost this or I lost that, and I really wasn't sure. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are listening to me that are seniors, especially when you're turning 65. There's a curtain, I'm in a hotel room right now because I'm at a corporate engagement, but for those of you that are out there that are turning 65 and you're not sure about Medicare, there are letters. You know how in the tax world, there's the 1040, there's Schedule A, Schedule B. Well, in the insurance world, for Medicare, there's Part A, B, C, D, and they all mean something. The A and B are the old Medicare plans, okay? Just like as everybody knows, you turn a certain age, turn 65, and you go on Medicare, and the hospital and the doctors are covered. They only cover 80% of whatever those bills are. You're responsible to cover the rest 20% or have an agent sit with you, an insurance agent that's licensed in the state that you live in, and that's important, especially, for like myself, I go to different states. I have to be licensed in different states. So in order to be able to discuss that with you. So you've got Part A and Part B, and that 20% would be considered a supplemental plan that you have to purchase, right? Now, then there's Part D, D like for diva. That's prescriptions. That's a prescription plan, right? Now, you have Part A, Part B, and then you have Part D. Where's that little missing thing that's so confusing for everyone? That's going to be Part C. C for cat, okay? The reason why that is confusing is because when you turn on your television, you're bombarded with, get this plan, you're missing this. You can get sneakers, or you can get gym memberships if you get this plan, or you can get that, a card that you can buy over-the-counter drugs if you get that plan. And it's just so confusing. But let me tell you, please, for those of you that are listening and are seniors, Part A and B are going to be your hospital and your doctors. Part D is going to be your prescriptions, right? Part C is a hybrid. It's called the Advantage plans. It's a hybrid of Part A and B. It's not original Medicare. It's something like, I consider it like a soup pot, a pot, right? They throw a little bit of A, a little bit of B, and then a little bit of the prescriptions. So that's why when you see on television and you get all these commercials about, hey, you're missing out. You can get this plan with no deductibles, and you get medicine, and you get doctors, and you get this and that and that. Well, think about it this way. And I'm being very general because I got to make sure that I follow the rules for the insurance boards, okay? I cannot discuss any particular plan with you, any particular company with you, but I'm just giving you generalities. A and B, original Medicare, D is your prescriptions, and C would be your Advantage plans that has a little bit of both. But once you go into C, you're not in the original Medicare anymore, okay? And if you decide to switch over and make sure that all your medicines all your prescriptions are covered. Make sure that your doctors and your hospitals that you want to go to are covered in those Plan C's, Advantage plans, before you make the switch. The reason why I'm so I want to be an advocate for you is because you should not, if something's not broken, don't fix it. You shouldn't be switching back and forth. You do not know why agents are switching you back and forth. I know, I'm not even going to say, but you should not have to be switching back and forth if it works for you. So again, On the tax side, you got $6,000 if you're single. Of course, you have to, for anybody with $75,000 or less, you get that additional deduction. If you're married, it'll be $12,000, and isn't that wonderful? You get additional deductions, and then in addition to that, more importantly, you're able to get you're able to understand what it is that you are. I'm sorry. That you are getting into. So combine this with other tax strategies that your tax strategist has, and you get a good deduction. So that, my friends, is what I wanted to discuss today. Very brief, very brief. I'm a senior. I don't want any seniors out there that don't understand this whole turning 65 thing and what the big deal about Medicare is and why you need to be bombarded. Before anybody approaches you about Medicare, please make sure that they have that you have signed a scope of appointment with them, that you know exactly what it is they're going to be discussing with you, and before you switch from one to another, because there's so many rules in Medicare, make sure you understand it, okay? For more information, if you want more information with no obligation whatsoever, you can go to my insurance website, which is DM Financial Services. Go in there under insurance and just check it out, okay? And then if you want to know more about the tax number of self-stories, go into my lesstaxesdu.com and also check it out there as well. No obligation whatsoever. Thank you again for those of you that came to see me on Saturday in Kissimmee, Florida. I greatly appreciate it. I know it was an effort for you to go there, and there's a lot in the tax world to see and to hear and to experience. So I love what I do so that you could love it too. Join me every Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Central Time so that you can understand some of these little complicated matters that I try my best to make it easier for everybody to understand. You guys take care. God bless. And that, my friend, is Diva's 2 cents.